Alex, a 25-year-old American soldier, had been deployed overseas on a critical mission for several months. Now, after facing battles far from home, he was finally returning on leave. He belonged to Nashville, Tennessee, a peaceful, beautiful city where his parents, younger sister, and childhood friends lived. He was on the Amtrak Express train, sitting by the window, smiling gently as green fields, lakes, and distant hills passed by. In his hand was a warm cup of coffee, soft music played in his ears, and his fingers typed out a message to his family. He looked relaxed. The soldier who had returned from war was now simply going home, as a son. About an hour into the journey, the train stopped at a mid-sized station. A few new passengers boarded, among them 4 men who looked different: long coats, heavy backpacks, and sweat-drenched faces. Alex glanced at them. He smiled politely, but something didn't feel right. His instincts, shaped by years of military service, awakened. The 4 men didn't sit down. Instead, they moved between the coaches, whispering, scanning every corner, their eyes constantly shifting. Alex's heart rate slowed. His mind grew focused. Something dangerous was unfolding. An hour later, just as the train crossed a high bridge, a loud explosion tore through the last coach. The train jolted violently. Windows shattered. Smoke began to fill the air. Passengers screamed. Chaos erupted. Alex jumped to his feet. His coffee spilled. His music stopped, but he didn't pause. His instincts had taken over. He was no longer a traveler. He was a soldier again. Alex rushed into the smoke-filled coach. A child sat crying, blood on his forehead from shattered glass. Alex lifted him and carried him to safety. Then he spotted a woman coughing violently, her vision blurred by the smoke. Without hesitation, he pulled her up and guided her away from the fire. Suddenly, he saw it, a second bomb hidden inside an abandoned backpack. He grabbed it and, risking his life, flung it out of the train window. Moments later, it exploded outside. Without wasting time, Alex pulled out his phone and sent a GPS signal and coded alert to military command in Washington, D.C. He began searching for the suspects. One man pulled a gun, but Alex tackled him before he could fire. A quick, brutal fight followed. Alex won. Another man tried to flee, but Alex locked the door of the coach, trapping him inside. He held him until the SWAT team arrived minutes later. By the time authorities secured the train, Alex had already saved lives, disarmed terrorists, and kept panic under control. As the train continued, passengers gathered around him. An elderly woman held his hand and said, with tears in her eyes. The entire coach clapped for him. Some saluted. Others just stared, grateful and in awe. Final scene, coming home. When the train finally reached Nashville, Alex stepped off at a station. His younger sister ran and hugged him tight. His mother was crying uncontrollably. His father looked at him with quiet pride and said,